part 2. As you see in that little intro sort of time lapse, I was buzzing around getting everything sort of hung up, sorted out, and getting the room sorted. So we've got all the pieces hung up and suspended from the ceiling. On these side panels, because they are really light, when you spray these, it's a good idea just to weight the bottom with a can, and it stops it flapping about when you're spraying, when you're hitting it with air pressure. So that just weights the actual item down. So I've done the same with this one. This is the opposite side panel. We've cut this out with a jigsaw, and then I've 180 sanded and then 320 sanded all this edge, so that's nice and smooth. So the 2 side panels are going to go in plastic primer. We've got the rear swing arm, that's going to go straight into base coat. Same with this seat part piece, that's going to go base coat. And then on your frame, we've got the base coat to the back, and then we've got the full base coat on this full piece, including the badge. It's all going one colour in there, and then we can do the intricate spraying on this with the airbrush later on. The top and bottom panels to the frame, they've been all prepped up and they've been mounted to cans, so when it comes to spraying I can hold them and spray them like that. We've got the dropouts, they're metal, so they're going to go base coat. So the bits we're going to use today, we've got rubber gloves. A blow off gun will blow off any dust on these as we go along. We'll hit it first with a plastic primer on the side panels, and then we can go in on all the panels with the silver base coat. The gun we're going to use today is the Iwata Impact Junior mini jet gun, so we're going to use that. So that's all the pieces all ready to go. I'll hook the airline up, get this bits that I need in plastic primer, and then we'll hit the rest of it in the silver base, and then we can crack on with the airbrushing, and then I can start talking you through on the sort of designs I've got for this and which way we're going to go. So I'll see you in a bit. There you go guys, that's the plastic primer done and the silver base coat down. So that's gone down really nice on all these pits. You've got the swing arm there. I think these look better in silver because most like motorbikes of today have got like the silver type swing arm at the back, but this is all going to be airbrushed next and textured up. So it's just basically a base to give me a colour to work from. So we've got the side panels. There's a couple of specks in this, and that's where the plastic primer went down. I didn't strain the plastic primer, and I should have done, but it doesn't matter because these little bits will knock out because we're going to be scotching all this back and putting textures in and all the artwork in, so all that's going to get knocked back, so I'm not worried about that. But that's the back of the frame, so that's come out nice and clean. And then you've got the front just there, and it was just that section that I needed because all these panels come quite close up to this. If there's any black showing, we can get the silver and we can just blow it in with the airbrush and just do a fade out. If there's any black on the frame showing, not a problem at all. That's your rear seat piece, so that's come out. It's all come out as base coat should. It's just a base to work from. If you were doing this as a finished coat, you would now clear coat this to give it the gloss and make the metallic pop, but we're just using it as a base to work from to then go on with the acrylics and all the airbrush colours and things like that. So we're going to leave this an hour. I'll get set up, get the airline set up for the airbrushes, and then we can start cracking on with the airbrush effects and artwork. So I'll see you in the next stage. Hi everyone, welcome back. We are all set up and ready to go. I'm going to finish this video off with two pieces we're going to do the swing arm and we're going to do the seat piece. Now the theme I'm going to do on this is going to be a brushed steel effect on all the welds. So every single weld on this, I'm going to make them look like TIG welds with the colours. Whenever you've seen, or if you've seen welded steel, you get them colours in TIG welding where it's like looks like a light purple, gold, brown colours in the welds. So I'm going to make all the welds look like them colours throughout the frame. We've got some Yamaha decals. We're going to drop the Yamaha decals down the swing arm, down the side, and do the brushed steel effect on these pieces. So I'll finish this video off with these two pieces, and then in part 3 we'll continue on with the airbrushing on the side panels. We've got the top and bottom panel, we've got the frame, and then we can just move on from then on. So I'm sticking with the time lapse, guys.
And ends in just a wink. Pass me the light, baby.
And there you go, guys, that's the swing arm and the seat piece finished. Nice and simple. The way I did this was I went in with a black, dusted over with a black, and then went in with a Scotch-Brite and just scraped it and followed it one way and gave it that real steel, darkened off look on the silver. And then to get the colours in the welds to make them look like raw welds, I went in with a transparent purple and just dusted round the weld on a first pass with the purple, just to make that nice and bright off the silver. And then we went in with the candy gold and then just dusted over and just feathered it out with the candy gold, and it just gives you that highlight of the weld as though it's like got hot, the steel's changed colour. So we've got them all round on these welds on the swing arm, and now I've done the brushed steel, and we've done the same colours round on the welds on this as well, so that's all matched. And then we dropped the Yamaha logos down the swing arm either side. It was a Yamaha logo I had left over from previous, so I thought, yeah, why not, we'll stick it on this. So I've just done a logo on and then drop shadow to the bottom, highlight to the top, just to make that pop on the sides. So that's it for today's video, guys. I will join you in part 3 when we move on to the side panels and the top and bottom panel off the frame, and we can start dropping the artwork. We've got some artwork on the top one to do, and then we're going to continue with the weld theme and more steel effect and some more textures and things like that in the next one. So I just want to say a big warm welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for all the comments. It's much appreciated, guys. And yeah, I will see you in part 3. Thanks for watching.